Hello and welcome. Today's date, Saturday, 5th day of December 2020. My name is Derek. This is the Money Charts channel. All bets trades, and within the like, that's each his own risk and their own reward. All right, then. Let's start this off within BTC and at around 19,100 up for today's session in that of 2.27%. Really just hanging around there in this upper end area, holding and staying above such a high number, 18,600 and change. And even holding and closing above 17,000. I'm going to be getting into that because that's a very interesting subject. Because once it got above there November 17th, it closed at 17,681. Every single close post that has been over 17. And today looking like it should be no exception, as well as it continues to hang in there. So how many times since this last great correction has this market tried to break back out again? And I'm looking at, this could be the third, as because this is the good correction in here. I mean, there were some good ones here, yada, 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 and almost hitting the 18 on this spot. It did on this day. But back on this point in here, we can see, I mean, that was a down day of 8.4%, going from 19.4 and change to barely over 16, and again closing over 17. It did try to break out again and did make new highs, all-time highs at that even, albeit barely on both this and the all-time number, 19,864. A down day occurring the next day of 4.7%, or down $928. Okay. And yeah, 900 is like whatever nowadays. So just like there'd be a time where like down like 11,000, they'll be like, yeah, whatever. That could be the case. I mean, oh, Bitcoin's 128, it's down 11,000. Ooh, interesting. 8% down day. Okay, we did it again. Who knows? But as it goes, it did start to attempt this breakout, but down day yesterday and up today. Is it gonna attempt to do so? And overall, within this hourly time frame, it's getting very sideways. A lot of support has been established between the area of about 18,750 down to about, we'll say right now, 18.5. And another attempt to get this thing going again, because since it last had any real significant time showing any movement above the 18 average of highs was back up at the 19.5, 19.6 area. Well, we came up to it here. This is short-term hourly breakout and yada yada. So everything's looking really good. The fact that it's holding and staying above it. Let's just look back to 27 back in here. Again, this is like every single day has held and stayed above 17,000. So as far as 17,000 in here, we can see, well, we have December the 15th of 17. Closing at 17,471. And then day 2, 3, 4. This one here is day 5. So 5 days in here it closed above it. Then we have this movement in here, the failed breakout move. So we have, this is a close at 16, that doesn't even count. And we have a 17,149. So technically, this day is closed. So there wasn't really much action above it. And the fact that it's holding and staying in this area, this upper end of this area which is just this level of resistance that it had on December 6th and 7th of 2017 and January 6th and 7th of 2018. Pretty fantastic stuff. Now Theta. Often times fast failed moves and will create a fast move in the opposite direction. We'll see if it does here. You know what? One thing I've been stating about Theta in the past is, I can hear, piercing less within support on Fibonacci. Not here. Hitting this level of support on November the 20th, piercing barely extra. But the failed move. Right in here. Find the support in here, and now it's breaking down right in here. So at the end, or this November 30th, pretty much the final day of November, was a day it was stated to break down. Comes up to the 18 average, closes, of highs rather. And then right in here, the 7-11 morning of December the 1st now. It looked like she was going to be going down, and no. That was another double hit bottom of it. And then it comes up and it resists this level, so it's not out of the neck of the woods yet on a bearish scenario. However, as it got above it here, adjusted the message of the market. And I mean, this is what's very interesting, because I'm hearing things about staking coins. It used to be I can get 100,000 Theta. Apparently, I've never been anywhere near that much ownership. And 5 figures, I currently own it, and I've owned 5 figures for quite often. So yeah, I'm in there. And then I heard it was 5 figures, now 4 figures. But I'm the type of person I'm like, why do I want to get like dividend type payouts when the way I flip coins back and forth will just crush the number as far as return on investment? But I look at it as I would get like T-Fuel, I suppose. But if I have, say, 10,000 units, even if Theta goes sky fly high, and I go from like 10,000 units down to 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, am I even going to get down to like under 2,000 or 3,000? No. So I could easily take like 30% of what I own and stake them and realize it's probably never going to get to the point where I'm going to need them anyway. If they're held in a private wallet with the keys, which is the whole purpose, then something I really got it myself. Should really consider thinking about, because you know what, that just keeps the idea going. I could stake that percentage and then say 7,000 of the so will be open for trading. Oh, Theta goes up, and okay, I'll send it to the wallet. And right now, I'm sending it to DGB Wallet. In fact, I recently just sold a little bit of Theta, not much. And I bought LITECOIN with it, withdrew it with DGB because of Binance. And it's still going on. I still can't withdraw. But like 4 days ago, I finally figured out how to get a support to speak with somebody there. And they put me on queue, wait like 320 in queue. It's like, really? So after waiting like 4 or 5 hours, I finally get to speak to a representative, and I sent the case number that I mailed, which is now seems like years ago, but no, a couple weeks ago. Go through everything detailed. She's telling me, okay, you know what, just check your email. We'll get back to you. I haven't got anything bad to me at all. So kind of frustrating. I'll have to get back to him again on start of the next week if everything still remains. But as it goes, that's just all I did was just withdraw, trying the Binance chain, something I never did before. I always used like the normal, like the LITECOIN network or the Bitcoin network or the Theta networks, whatever. And I was just taking small amounts like Chainlink and then trying to withdraw it. And then first time I probably spent way too much, like maybe $1, $2 or $3. Probably should have done like 20 cents or 40 cents. And then I realized, okay, did I send it to the right address? Like I'm thinking this like seconds after I did it, which normally I would never do in a big amount. It's like check once, check twice, check 3 times even. And then no, I didn't. It was to the BUSD address, not the Chainlink. Okay, well let's get the Chainlink. Now let's send. And I realized I sent less. Let's send like a lot less. Let's send it to Chainlink. And once I did it, they said, "Oh, unusual activity, like withdrawals suspended," kind of deal. And I finally just figured out how to speak with a representative. I'm typing all these weird things, and you have to really put the right thing in the search to do it, or else it's just becomes so automated. And the automated has not helped me at all either. So hopefully, I don't know, it's been 2.5 business days on their end that they've had to look at it, and hopefully things will work out as it goes. Alrighty then. So Theta, let's take a look at it against the dollar. And I put these lines in. I'm just looking at them now for the first time since then. But it's been support for quite some time in here. Like, wow. Okay. And attempt on November the 6th to get breakout. Not so much. Yeah, a little attempt on November the 17th into the 18th. But really, more so of an attempt at even again, November 21st and then the 24th, 25th. But near down day on the 26th, down 10.5%. And That was test number 1, 2, and you can count this as 2, count this as just 1. That was a big one though. But for all last 3 ones, this one and this one, 4 tests. Really, all of them have had substantial time. This one almost came down on the 17th and then spent a couple days on the 20th and 21st at it. Here it spent pretty much the entire duration from October 29th through that of November the 5th. And then same thing here and same thing here. But nice session yesterday. You can see how it managed to rally up to the 71.4 cent mark, pulled back down to 66 or 2/3 of a dollar. Now getting back to the $0.75 mark at 0.75, but it's an area of resistance that it's had here, here, and here. And the next one is what the previous high, which is pretty much near high 70s, like 78, 79 cents. And then I have to think $1 psychological number would work out after that. Like you break a key level. I talk about the 3 little bears as far as they always had to have everything just right, which means not too small is just not one of them. And in this game here, I mean, yeah, not too small moves can happen in that of a failed breakout, or we're going to make it there. And a small move would be like going up to like 85 cents or something. But 85 cents, okay, that's a failed breakout. Or we go to 85, back down to 75, then we go to $1, stuff like that. But it's probably going to be a significant move, which is why $1 makes a lot of sense within its play. I think there's a decent chance that's going to happen from this move in the near term here, and thus we'll see how it moves going towards the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday session. But is it able to have these moves that sustain itself above the 18 average of highs? Because if you look at buying this right now at 73 cents compared to back in here, you had a better chance of having further gains moving forward. But at the same point, if you bought in here and you held on, whatever, because there's going to be a lot of people that probably sold up here in the dollar term and even in the Bitcoin realm, but of course Bitcoin's had a better correction, but sold in the dollar realm and then wanted to buy back and didn't because they wanted to buy 50 cents. And that's part of the risk in the buy low, sell high strategy. You can think something's up too much, but it's a parlay bet. If you're looking to, because a parlay is it's got to be up too much and it's going to go down a while, because markets can correct via that of 2 ways, price and or time. It's not that much in the price mechanism here. I mean, from 2nd week of October, or 3rd week rather, yeah, there's a little bit there, going from 75 down to under 60, but that's only a little bit. The amount of time it's been since the high, well, all of October, and we're still in the correctionary mode, and we will be until we break 80. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.